Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dhikr, the hallmark of the days of Dhul Hijjah. Just as the recitation of the Quran is the hallmark of Ramadan, dhikr is the hallmark of the blessed days of Dhul Hijjah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith narrated by Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, there are no days greater in the sight of Allah or in which good deeds are more beloved to Him than these 10 days. So recite an abundance of tahleel, La ilaha illallah, takbir, Allahu Akbar, and tahmeed, Alhamdulillah. We should repeat the takbir in the masjids, in the homes, and in the streets. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar and Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhum would go out in the marketplaces and recite takbir loudly in these 10 days. Upon hearing them, the people would follow suit and recite takbir. Along with this, the takbir of tashriq, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. These takbirat are to be recited audibly after each fard salah by both men and women, starting from the Fajr of the 9th of Dhul Hijjah till the Asr of the 13th of Dhul Hijjah. Maymun ibn Mahran rahimahullah says, I came across people who would say the takbir in the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah so frequently and loudly that I would compare it to the crashing of waves. In these blessed days, we should also be consistent with the daily adhkar prescribed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, such as the morning and evening adhkar, the adhkar before sleeping, and the adhkar after salah. To gain the full benefit of dhikr in these blessed days, it is important to understand the meaning of these short yet comprehensive words. Let us utter them with a deep reflection on the perfect names and attributes of Allah and His creation so that we can increase our iman in Him and in our love and awe of Him. Imam Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah writes, the heedless, the ghafil one, says subhanallah out of habit. As for the conscious one, he is constantly thinking about the wonders of the makhluk and the creation, or the awesome nature of the Creator, and this thinking drives him to say subhanallah. Thus, this tasbih is the fruit of these thoughts, and this is the tasbih of the conscious. So alhamdulillah, the first day of Dhul Hijjah has already come to an end, and we have officially begun the second night of Dhul Hijjah. So this is how fast the days are going to go. SubhanAllah, before we know it, the sign over there is on the screen that 9 days until Eid. Before we know it, we'll already be celebrating the Eid al-Adha, and we'll be done with these first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. So may Allah Azza wa Jal grant us the tawfiq and the ability to make the most of these days, these moments that we are going through, inshallah. So we move on now. So one of the most important things that we can do during these days is the dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal. And dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal, any form of dhikr, of course, is rewarding, is special, is blessed, and a person will get the thawab and the reward from Allah for that. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, specifically mentioned 3 things to do abundantly, and we read those things. Number 1 was tahleel, to say La ilaha illallah. Number 2, takbir, Allahu Akbar, and number 3, tahmeed, Alhamdulillah. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, in these 10 days, recite this abundantly. So this is why the author mentions over here that just as how in the month of Ramadan, it's all about the Quran, day and night, Quran, Quran, Quran. So in these 10 days, our main focus should be on the dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal, and specifically these 3 things, the tahleel, the takbir, and the tahmeed. And the best then is to read it, is the takbirat which we read on Eid, which we will start reading inshallah from the day of Arafah onwards. We should recite that from now. Whenever we get time, just as how we do subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. So we should do a wird, we should have a count every day of how many times we read this takbir. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Because in it, all 3 things are in there. You have the takbirat, you have La ilaha illallah, and you have Alhamdulillah. So all 3 things are in there. So you are following the hadith in this way as well of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you do this dhikr of Allah Azza wa Jal. So this should be constantly on our tongue. Yes, whatever morning adhkar, evening adhkar, whatever other things that we have. If you want to do a khatam of the Quran in these 10 days, you can do that as well, inshallah. So whatever you can do, inshallah, to the best of your ability, you do that. But like I said, driving, walking, shopping, all of these things that will continue, regular, our daily lives will continue. So while that is happening, we inshallah recite as much dhikr of Allah as possible, and specifically these takbirat. And we remind others as well, inshallah, in our homes, our Muslim brothers, when we go to a gathering, we remind and encourage others to do the same as well, inshallah. And last point, which is the important point, is it is important to be aware of what we are reading. See, we do the dhikr after salah, subhanallah, 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 alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. What did we read? You probably don't even remember, did we do the dhikr or not? When we were saying subhanallah, were we thinking, what does subhanallah even mean? Who am I praising? I'm saying Allah is perfect. Allah is free of all defects. I am so full of faults. I have so many naqais. I have so many deficiencies in me. But Allah is perfect. Allah has created everything. Allah created the heavens. Allah created the earth. Allah created the trees. Allah created the oceans. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. This should be, every time we say Subhanallah, the greatness of Allah, the perfectness of Allah should come in the heart. Then, Alhamdulillah. All praise. What does Alhamdulillah mean? All praise is due to Allah. Alhamdulillah is the thana and the shukr at the same time. You are praising Allah and you are thanking Allah. Alhamdulillah, Allah, you have given me everything. Well, Alhamdulillah, every time we say 33 times, Alhamdulillah for my life, Alhamdulillah for Islam, Alhamdulillah for Iman, Alhamdulillah for Quran, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah ala kulli hal. Everything that Allah has given me, Alhamdulillah. And then, Allahu Akbar. There is nothing in my heart that should be greater than Allah. Nothing in this dunya, nothing in the heaven, nothing in the earth. Everything is small, everything is insignificant compared to the that and the being of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Allahu Akbar. Allahu. The heart should tremble. The heart should tremble when reading these adhkar. We just say, and that's what we're done with it. So this is the ghafil one. This person's dhikr means nothing in front of Allah. And I mean, inshallah, they'll get some reward for the dhikr that they're reading. But the dhikr of Allah is when you bring the greatness, the kibriya, the greatness of Allah in your heart. That is the dhikr of Allah, which is really valuable in the sight of Allah. So the heart needs to be conscious of Allah. So when we recite these takbirat, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. La ilaha illallah. There is no one worthy of worship but Allah. Again, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest. Walillahi alhamd, and all praise belongs to Allah. So we should internalize this dhikr, inshallah, in our hearts. There is inshallah, I will share this book. There is a PDF version of this book as well, inshallah. Then they go into quite a bit of detail about each meaning, and we can read that, inshallah. If we're going to read it, it'll take quite a bit of time. So we'll move on tomorrow, inshallah, with the other things that we can do throughout these days. But inshallah, if someone wants to read this and get some more understanding, there's a lot of benefit in this book as well, inshallah. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal to grant us the barakat and the blessings of these 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us from amongst the dhakireen, Allah kathiran wa dhakirat, those who remember Allah abundantly and consistently in these 10 days and throughout our lives as well. May Allah forgive us, may Allah be pleased with us. Amin ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa salli Allahumma wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Janazah tomorrow.